Welcome back to WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. We are still the undisputed WWE champion, although we proved that SmackDown is the dominant brand at SummerSlam. Let's move into September and see what surprises await us. Already, we are appearing on Raw. We are facing Brock Lesnar and Edge in a tag team match. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, but man, I don't want to be facing Brock Lesnar anymore. Ric Flair's in the ring, of course, still probably reeling from losing. You must be happy with the result from the pay-per-view, huh? Well, that's going to end right now. Come on out, the Big Show. Now, what's the Big Show got to do here, huh? I know he's the former undisputed champion. I feel like I have a new army. So anyway, I have a match here for you. DDP, you'll be facing the Big Show and Benoit in a triple threat match tonight. I can't believe it, what a surprise. It's more like a handicap match. I mean, I was kind of hoping that we were, well, at least I'm not fighting Brock Lesnar. And you can see the card has changed as well. But yeah, I don't want to do that. Do I get a say in this, being the champion? Do I get to say what I do and don't do? I don't want to be doing this triple threat match. Backstage, we have encountered Molly Holly. What do you want? I hope you're not hitting on me. You freak me out. Don't look at me like that. Let me tell you something. I'm going to sue you if you get within 50 feet of me. What the fuck have I ever done to Molly Holly? What? I actually wanted her to be my manager. And the bell rings, of course. We are facing the Big Show once more. Oh my god. Big Show must have just thrown me into Benoit there. That's crazy. We are facing Big Show once more. This is another rematch, I guess, in a way. But of course, this is our first time facing Chris Benoit, I believe. I don't think we've actually faced him at all in this season mode so far. Of course, he is Dad of the Year every year. I have to say as well, I'm actually really enjoying my time with SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. I'm not sure how long the story mode is, and I'm not really sure when to end it, so we'll kind of just keep going until it feels that it's either ran its course or it's time to move on, or maybe I just finished the whole thing. I'm not really sure again how long the story mode is. The story, considering that the pay-per-view screen does say the pay-per-view in 2002, it seems like the storyline goes longer. I think I remember reading that it's 2 years worth of storylines. I'm not overly keen on doing 24 videos on SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, but obviously this has gone on for a little while now, so we'll see. We'll kind of just keep going. We'll see where it leads to. Obviously, we really do want to get to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, right? That is like the key thing that we want to do, and we're not too far off of it. So maybe we'll see where we end up at WrestleMania, and then if that is a reasonable stopping point, maybe then we can move away from Shut Your Mouth and maybe start playing some other games like Road to WrestleMania, perhaps. I know that Benoit is a little worse for wear here, so I kind of do want to take the opportunity here to hit my finisher on somebody, but fuck it, I'm going to hit Benoit with a finisher. I know he's not, he's reversed me. That is really unfortunate because Big Show was in like the most perfect position there to try and get a win there. Oh my god, Benoit almost beating me. Oh, I've accidentally went for the second finisher. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot that is his second finisher. Oh no, Big Show taking advantage of the situation though. If he pins Benoit, Benoit might be out for the count. Benoit was actually still down from the finisher. This could lead us to victory, and it does lead us to victory. Benoit was well out from that finisher. Big Show almost derailed the ending there, but I was able to bring it back, which in turn means that we have got a pretty good win, and also still stuck it to Ric Flair. Fuck you, Ric Flair. And for those wanting to keep track of the results, there are the results for this episode of Raw. We have Bubba Ray Dudley getting the win in that triple threat match, and Brock Lesnar, of course, getting the win in that tag team main event. Every single time we look at the card before the show, the match gets changed, so I'm probably going to stop doing that for the time being. But McMahon in the ring, it was such a disaster the other day. My trust was completely destroyed, and this is betrayal. Big Show, you are the one who's unforgiven. that the next pay-per-view we're heading towards Unforgiven perhaps. Big Show was coming out. I was looking for a place where I can fit in, and I sure as hell wasn't with you. I hate the fact that I've kind of become, considering where Vince McMahon's going to end up in the future, I hate that I've become like I'm advocating for SmackDown, not for Vince. All right, let's get that one clear. But we're going to interfere here. I need to stand up for SmackDown. And you know, Big Show, he is the former champion, and I think it's reasonable that we lay the SmackDown on the former undisputed champion there. Of course, he turned his back on SmackDown and aligned with Raw, and that deserves a beating in my case. And this is the card for SmackDown. Our match did get changed. It was originally a match with The Rock, but now we're in a tag team match with Rikishi against Big Show and The Rock. And of course, there is a 5-man battle royal and a 6-man tag main event. So this is a stacked card, to be honest. Like half the roster on this one show, really. We have encountered the big Valboski backstage. I like to fight, but my main mission in life is to give dreams to all the ladies in the world. Are there any ladies out there who are having trouble sleeping? I have a problem. Yeah, sure. Well, let's make them really uncomfortable. I have a problem sleeping. Oh, you do? You just have insomnia. That's too bad. I don't think I can help you. That's not my expertise. Ask someone else for help. Considering Val Venis's online presence, I am so every chance to make him awkward I will happily take. All right, we are teaming up with the Tribal Cheeks, Rikishi here, and we are facing the former undisputed champion, the Big Show, against the final boss, I guess, The Rock. Of course, this is predating the final boss by a good 20 odd years. Everything devolved into chaos there as I left the ring, which in turn let everyone join the fray. Oh, and that big ass to the face. Of course, Rikishi spreading those cheeks for Big Show in that running hip attack. We just kicked Big Show's ass, and he was laid out there, but he was too close to the referee because, you know, he's a big tall boy. I've just been laying the smackdown on the Big Show here, and especially with, I was trying to figure out how to get the Rikishi. I was trying to figure out how to get Rikishi to attack The Rock on the apron, but I can't figure it out. So I don't know what the button combinations are. They're on the load screens, but I've kind of been skipping the load screens, or at least not paying much attention to them. Oh, I wasn't even talking over that because I thought Big Show was going to kick out, but yeah, we did our Batista bomb, and it seems to be the way to win these matches. Even on hard, this game isn't particularly hard, but I'm a little hesitant to put it on SmackDown because I know SmackDown will probably kick my ass. There is the Big Show and The Rock leaving SmackDown the way that they deserve to leave, which is to say, limping, bruised, and bloodied. And for those interested in the other storylines going on here, we have Goldust winning that Battle Royal, which is awesome for my partner in crime, who's now on SmackDown full-time by the sounds of it. And the Brock Lesnar won the tag team match for that team. I want to say Team Raw, to be honest, but Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, Undertaker. It's weird. This seems to be all out war, right? Because this is a mix of Raw and SmackDown people in all the matches. Ric Flair is coming up to us at this new episode of Raw. It's DDP. Why don't we build up more tension for tonight's match? How about you're going to be suspended if you lose the match, and it's already been decided you have no choice. If you don't like it, then just win. Flair, for a minute there, I thought you were breaking kayfabe, and I thought you were just talking like booking plans to me, but no, he still has other plans. For the second week in a row, we have ran across Val Venis in the Rotunda, so let's have a chat with him. Are you frustrated as usual? I mean, with your insomnia. Anyway, stay away from me. Catch you later. I thought we were going to fight. I was prepared to fight you, Val, but alright, whatever. We have another match with the Big Show here. This was a kind of just a throwaway match. I wasn't even going to talk about the match listing because I didn't think this match was going to go ahead, but in the opening segment it did say that we were going to face, or when I loaded into the day anyway, it said I was going to face Big Show, but then I thought that match was going to change. But either way, we're facing Big Show here. As Ric Flair explained, this is a not a submission match, this is a suspension match. So if I was to lose this match, I will get suspended. I'm not sure if the case applies to the Big Show either, because it should. If I beat Big Show, I mean, Big Show is so far below me at this point, right? Surely, because I've beaten him so many times. I've just hit Batista. Sorry, I hit another Batista bomb. Gonna get the pinfall. Oh no, we didn't. I thought that was gonna be it because he was just splayed out a second ago from another move. I just don't have anything to say over Big Show, and I don't have anything else to say about the game overall. Like, I've ran out of things to say. Ah, fucker. You know what? Just for his transgressions, he can get a diamond cutter in the rough. Of course, that is going to be a 3 count. That is an easy win against the Big Show once more. Can we stop facing Big Show now? Can we stop facing Brock Lesnar? Can we face someone new? Oh, DDP in the ring after the match with the Big Show. The Big Show has a microphone. What happened? Did I get injured or something? Ric Flair entering the ring. Flair and Big Show now attacking DDP. I can feel their rage. Each strike is full of rage, and this is unbelievable. I hope DDP is okay. Yeah, I guess I've suffered some kind of injury. Well, there's the results from this episode of Raw. Rhino winning this triple threat match, and William Regal. What the hell is an elimination captain fall? I've no idea what that means. Either way, Regal won it. Congratulations. Well, according to this week, I am facing the Undertaker, which is a match long time coming. So I'm excited to see if I finally get a chance to face the Undertaker one-on-one, which has yet to happen, I believe. We are finally getting a one-on-one match. This is a non-title match with the Undertaker. Of course, this was actually supposed to happen months ago. When I won the King of the Ring back in July, I did think I was going to be facing the Undertaker for that undisputed title, but instead it was the Big Show to take that undisputed title, which then essentially delayed this match until now. So finally we're able to see what would happen if the Undertaker and DDP met one-on-one in this season mode. One thing I do have to say I really like about this game is the fact that the bike is there, and if I'm correct, you can actually ride the bike. I don't know what the buttons are to ride it. Oh wow, you can actually do strikes on the bike as well, so you can even do these like spinneroonies. Oh, it grabbed me off the bike. Well, there we are. You know what, while we're here, for some reason there's no countouts as well, so I'm going to showcase the fact that in this game you can actually climb the SmackDown stage as well. If you go to that very specific spot in the stage, you will be able to climb up the SmackDown fist. And I think Undertaker is going to join us up here. You know, this is a singles match, but you know, things get crazy on SmackDown, you know? And it's very easy to fall off of the SmackDown fist. We have both fallen off the SmackDown fist here. I got up a little bit quicker though. But that's fine. We've proven our point. Let's head back to the ring. It is of course a little bit funny that it is the Undertaker versus DDP at this point in the season mode, considering that in real life, as mentioned way earlier in this season mode, DDP, my only recollection of DDP in WWE was literally the storyline with The Undertaker, where DDP had kidnapped The Undertaker's wife at the time. We have a finisher here. Undertaker has proven to be a little bit difficult, but that's not going to stop the Diamond Cutter from rocking The Undertaker down. That's going to be a rope break, unfortunately. But that's fine, because we've got the Batista Bomb to protect us and to save us from The Undertaker's wrath. That's going to be a Batista Bomb. That's going to be it for The Undertaker. That's a wrap. 1, 2, and a 3, of course. Falling off the SmackDown fist and fighting over a motorcycle is too much for The Undertaker. The Big Show running in after the match and attacking me, of course. This feud is continuing. Of course, that's what I get for attacking the Big Show on Raw. So he needs to get his 50-50 booking back in. He's got to take turns on me attacking me, even though I attacked him on Monday. Ric Flair appearing on the stage. What has he got to say? Listen to me, damn it. I have a match for you at the pay-per-view, which I presume is Unforgiven. You're going to have a match against the Big Show with both of you accompanied by managers. Your manager, DDP, will be Mr. McMahon, and the Big Show's manager will be me, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Well, that's a pretty high-profile match for Unforgiven, I suppose. And this is what it has led to. Welcome to the 2002 Unforgiven pay-per-view event. I don't remember anything from this show, but I do remember that creepy-looking AI-generated Stone Cold Steve Austin that they had on the screen. We have the option here to talk to the Hurricane once more. Do you have any problems? I'm a superhero. I'll listen to your problems. What's it like having superpowers? That's what every citizen wants to know, and it's not easy being a superhero. I have to battle evil everywhere I go, and it's hard work. All right, what a conversation. We did have a tag team match booked, Hurricane, and you seem to have forgotten, and I didn't want to say the same stuff again in case we didn't have another tag match. So this is a singles match with two managers. Of course, we have faced Big Show perfectly enough. I think I'm fed up of the Big Show. I'm fed up of The Rock. I'm fed up of Brock Lesnar. Give me someone new. Take me back to Matt Hardy. Of course, this is what it's like being at the top, right? Everyone wants your position, and that's perfectly fine, but give someone else a chance, I think. But we are here, of course, this is SmackDown versus Raw. The Big Show defected to Raw in a few weeks ago, and of course has been attacking me ever since. And as a result, now we have Ric Flair and Vince McMahon in either corner, because really the root cause of this whole issue is because I refused to take Ric Flair's hand when I became the Undisputed Champion, and I stood by SmackDown. Just to clarify, I'm not fighting for Vince, I'm fighting for SmackDown. I feel like I'm skipping this whole match. There is like literally nothing to talk about. I'm so sick of talking about the Big Show. Sorry, I know it sounds like stupid whining, but like there's nothing more to talk about. We're going for a diamond car. That's going to take the Big Show down. They splattered out. Oh, Ric Flair may potentially protecting the Big Show there. If I can get away from the ropes, I might still be able to hit the pin. But that does mean Big Show's had an extra couple seconds there to recover. But it wasn't enough. And we have retained our Undisputed Championship against the Big Show and avoided getting suspended as well. And these are the results for the rest of the show. So the Cruiserweight Champion is now Christian. Spike did just win that belt at the last pay-per-view, but Christian is now the new Cruiserweight Champion. We defeated Big Show. Oh, sorry, that wasn't even for the Undisputed Championship. That was just a suspension match. So we're not getting suspended, and hopefully the Big Show is, so we can stop fighting him. And in the main event, over me, of course. What the fuck, over me? The European Championship changed hands to Chris Jericho. Congratulations to Jericho. Welcome to the first week of October, and the Nature Boy Ric Flair is already in the ring. What does he want? I thought he was busy dealing with Mr. McMahon, so this brand warfare is still going on. Today I want to readdress my statement. Is this what I think? He didn't even give him a chance to finish his sentence or statement. Vince McMahon is heading down to the ring. I guess we won't be hearing his statement. The Nature Boy Ric Flair. You think you're better than me? I believe you. Feel that way. Why is Vince Batman? Why have I just done a Batman voice? However, I need to teach you a lesson so that little brain knows how great and powerful I am. I mean, how great my genes are. Oh my god, Stephanie McMahon in the building. Stephanie making a surprise return. Listen, Flair, tonight or together we're gonna kick your ass, and there is no way in hell you can beat the McMahon family. I thought Vince was gonna fire Flair there for a second and replace. Oh, okay, we're in the commissioner's office. I'm thinking about increasing our force. I don't mind taking a risk recruiting from Flair. So I want to ask you something. Can you find someone that has a lot of potential that we can use? Well, you know what? They did steal Big Show from us, so I think it's only fair that we perhaps poach someone from Raw. Okay, I've selected okay, and that means I'm now in the Raw locker room, and I have the option here between Kane, Benoit, and Regal. Well, obviously, I'm gonna go for Kane. Obviously, he's the best guy in the locker room. What does Kane have to say to us? What do you want? Are you here to start something? Exactly? What does exactly do? Are we gonna fight? I think we're gonna fight. Yep, we're fighting. That's fine. This is a backstage brawl. This is our first backstage brawl. Well, I'm gonna Irish whip Kane into everything. I want to see what all these interactions have. Oh, he's been thrown into the locker. And now what? I can't do anything to him. There we are. That's crazy. I love that. There's a tiny little TV in the corner as well. I wonder what I can do, if I can do any interactions there. Oh, it just knocked over the TV and all the videotapes. That's very unfortunate. There's also a table here to set up, but I don't know how to use it. So I think if I press circle, it'll put him on the table. And if we do a move here, I'm not sure what moves I can do off of that, but Kane hit me with a massive elbow drop. This is the problem when you're fanning about in these kind of hardcore matches and you want to have some fun. You do increase the chance of losing. But Irish whip Kane on the table, that also does the same thing, but I'm not able to grab him from there, which is a bit odd. So think the table's a bit too small to be doing anything like that on it, but that's fine. We'll stick with the grapple system. If I grab, oh great, I'm gonna, you know what? Screw it. Let's put Earl Hebner through a table. Pile driver through a table. Sorry, Earl. I don't know what could be done to this table, but there's a scoop slam off of the whatever table that is. But we've got a kendo. We had a kendo stick. I was going to do some more damage there, but evidently not. Earl Hebner is still down in the corner there, poor guy. And I just can't hit him with a kendo stick apparently. I finally hit him with a kendo stick. There we are, and I've got my finisher now as well. So that is very, very cool. But we're gonna hit him with a diamond car, which I thought was gonna beat him. Is this a pinfall match? Oh, it's a pinfall match. I thought it was knockout. I'm so used to the modern games where it's like a KO finish, but no, that was a pinfall victory backstage against Kane. Have we beat him into joining our cause though? Can we now convince him to join SmackDown? What in the hell is going on? I'm so impressed with your ability to disappoint me. Go away and think about what you've done. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Well, if you want to know the results for this show, there are the results there. RVD winning the cage match in the opener, Bradshaw and Al Snow winning their tag team match, and Benoit winning in the main event over Farouk. Unfortunately, though, it seems like I wasn't able to convince Kane to join our cause. I don't know why I thought fighting him would work, but we've come across Al Snow backstage. Hi, DDP. How are you doing so far? I'm doing great. You know, it's probably going to be the same conversation we had before, and that's fine. Need some positivity in our lives, don't we? For the first time in a long time, we have a specialty match on the card. We have an ultimate submission match against none other than the European champion. Is he the European champion? Yes, he is. Y2J, Chris Jericho. Okay, it's only 10 minutes. That isn't too bad. I was fully expecting a 15-minute or half-hour counter. 10 minutes is okay. I can deal with that. So as fine as I am with this ultimate submission match, I don't think I'm at too much risk of losing here. I don't know how to actually make anyone tap out. I have yet to actually make anyone tap out in this match, or in this game, sorry. So there's this move here, which is kind of camel clutch. Maybe that's enough to make him tap, but oh, he actually did give up. Okay, so there is a way to make him give up. That's good. I'm just going to spam the move, and he's going to tap out multiple times, I bet. You'll have noticed that I do have a finisher stored. I'm not just keeping that there for no particular reason. That will come into use very shortly. Alright, so we've finally done enough damage to get 2 finishers, and would you believe what we have 2 finishers for? We have stolen his finisher. We're locking in the walls of Jericho. If you have 2 finishers, you can steal the other person's finisher, and he taps out off of that. That's going to be the best submission that we're going to get in this match. Of course, now we have another 4 minutes to kill, and I'm just going to see how many submissions I can get in that time. Well, he hit me with the walls of Jericho, and you know what? I deserve it. It's okay. I'm probably going to tap off that rule, right? Yeah, no. Oh, I didn't tap off of that. Okay, so we've still got a bit more time. I just thought it'd be cool if we could win the match without tapping out, but I've got a feeling he might. That's maybe one thing that a lot of people don't like about the modern games, or these older games. That's probably what people like about the new games and not the old games, is that you have some control over the submissions, whereas in these olden games you just have to, as long as there's enough damage done to your opponent, you lock on the submission hold and they'll either tap or won't tap. There's not really there's not a mini game, and there's not really any control over it. But we're in another position here where we can probably get a second Walls of Jericho on, and there it is. We are going to steal a second finisher. That's going to probably make Jericho tap for the 4th time in this match. And he does. He submits once more. We've reached the final 50 seconds of this match. Of course, I have suffered and dealt a lot of damage here. And I've got my finisher bar to the red meter, which I think is the final meter, which indicates your meter fills up the quickest way possible. But I'm not going to have enough to get 2 finishers, so we'll just settle for a diamond cutter. There it is, bang on the money right there. I don't think a submission would have made him tap there, to be honest, but we're down to the last 20 seconds, and there is no way that Jericho's going to get 4 submissions on me in the next 10 seconds. I'm quite proud of myself for being able to win the match with no give-ups, no submissions, which is pretty great in my books. And we are back to back we have won. DDP has won this Ultimate Submission match. Welcome to the third Raw of October. Mr. McMahon is here in the ring. What has he got to say? There is no Stephanie this time. As you all know, I'm a very generous person and I want an apology, Ric Flair. I come down to the ring. So yeah, he's asking for Flair to come down to the ring and he looked kind of upset. I'm not surprised. He hates him more than anything else in the world. Okay, so Flair's answered the call. Come on, let's hear the apology. You're wrong. I am here to kick your damn ass all the way to hell, so I never have to see your damn face again. This is my turn. So what's Flair? Is Flair gonna attack? I have a big surprise for everyone. Oh my god, he's brought out Shawn Michaels, HBK. Am I dreaming? Shawn Michaels is here? No need to say anything. Your face says it all, so I'll say the same thing you said earlier. We, the legends, are going to kick your ass. There is no way in hell you can beat us, the greatest champions in history. And we're going to have three very important single matches at the pay-per-view. Also, tonight we're going to have a 6-man tag team match. That is one hell of a segment there to open up this episode of Raw. Oh, so I thought there was going to be a 6-man tag, but no, apparently we are booked into a Hell in a Cell triple threat match with Steve Austin and Matt Hardy. Alright, so this is a triple threat Hell in a Cell match as mentioned. We are here with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy definitely drafted to SmackDown, and Stone Cold Steve Austin definitely drafted to Raw, so there seems to be some cross-contamination going on here between the brands. I'm assuming that this is just the case while this brand warfare storyline is ongoing, of course. Flair and McMahon have been going at it now for quite a few months, basically since August, really, since I won the Money in the Bank. Whoa, that was weird. Ever since winning the King of the Ring, I don't know why I said Money in the Bank. I'm starting to get pretty tired. But ever since winning the King of the Ring, really, Flair and McMahon have been at it non-stop and causing this brand warfare, which I kind of partly caused in some ways because I refused to align myself with Raw and Ric Flair and instead decided to defend the honor of SmackDown. Uh-oh. DDP. Oh, Matt put me through the cage. I didn't expect to go through so damn quickly. I don't think you can win the match on top of the cage. I should have actually checked that. I'm sure that we can do that now. If you can win the match on top of the cage, then I'm just going to keep the action out here. Why not? Oh, the $1 Million Dream from Austin. That's a blast from the past, isn't it? Oh, I got hit with an errant crossbody there. I really don't want to fall off this cage because the closer we are to the edge here, the more likely you are to fall off, and you can just randomly fall off the cage as well. Just dumped Matt Hardy right out of the... Oh, I just accidentally jumped off of the cage, which is probably not good for me. I got put through the announce table. I was actually hoping to put Austin through the announce table, but it was not to be, apparently. That's fine. I just need to know. I haven't had an opportunity to do a pinfall outside the ring. I just need to know if you can win outside the ring. You can win outside the ring. That is scary and interesting. In that case, then, I'm going to climb the cage. Or not, apparently. Nice. Matt Hardy fell off the cage. Alright, we're taking this up to the top again once more. I just need to try something cool. Guys, give me like a split second to try something cool. Instead, no, Austin accidentally knocking me off the top of the cage. And honestly, I was going to say Austin could have just pinned me off of that. It probably would have been enough. I think I'm just going to let the two of them attack each other over there, and I'm just going to wait for my opportunity. Maybe do an extra taunt or two. Why not? Oh, Matt Hardy with, well, throwing Austin off of the cage. I almost dove off the top of the cage. Oh, do you know what? Matt and Austin falling off the cage sequentially there. I'm just going to pin Matt. It might actually be enough. Although Austin coming up with the... Oh, I almost got the pin there. Sadly, there is no way to climb the Raw stage the same way that you can... Uh-oh. Okay, well, I jumped off the cage to break up the pin, and I wouldn't have hit that anyway. But I did try, and that's the key thing. Oh my god, he did a tornado DDT that actually knocked out Austin. I've thrown Matt up on top of the cage, and it's not enough time. I stole the win in this Hell in a Cell match. That is amazing. And also, fuck you, Austin. You deserve to get pinned for being a Raw ally. These are results from the third week of Raw. The Farouk and Bradshaw, the APA, seem to have reformed and they won their tag team match against Lance Storm and Christian. Jericho defeating Rikishi, the Tribal Cheeks, and of course we won our Hell in a Cell main event there. Welcome to the fourth week of October. I'm here on SmackDown and there is no one to chat to. So maybe, well, I can try and go out to the station, maybe see if there's somebody outside of the building. There's like legitimately no one here. So there's no one in the station, there's no one in WWF New York, there's no one in the streets. So I think we're just gonna have to make our way back to the building and get on with the show. Oh, I found Al Snow, but every time I talk to him, nothing really happens. You know what? I'll talk to Al Snow, but I'll say something different this time. Hey, how are you doing? I'm in a slump. Oh, really? Do you want me to be your coach? I'm used to coaching newcomers, and I can teach you how to pace yourself during your matches. So I think now we're just going to face Al Snow. Yep, this is a match with Al Snow. I accidentally hit the referee in the first literal second of this match. And sorry, Errol. But yeah, we're just going to have to beat Al Snow here. Of course, Al Snow, famous for being the head coach of OVW. And even when TNA took over the OVW campus, oh, sorry, Earl. Yeah, when Al Snow took over when TNA took over OVW, Al Snow was retained as the head coach of OVW, even appearing on TNA's version of, I guess, LFG or whatever they're kind of like. It was like a reality TV show, right? It was all about their trainers and stuff. Also, seems to have had some mainstream success on Netflix. I think there's a TV show called Wrestlers, and he is on that as well. Which, to be fair, also you know, follows the journeys of some of the OVW trainees on Netflix. So that's pretty cool. But of course, Al Snow, probably most famous for carrying around a styrofoam head in the 90s. And asking wrestling fans if they want head. And when I was younger, man, I had no idea what head was. Like, I had no idea what the connotation of that was. I just thought he was talking about his little disembodied head. Little did I know that when I was older, I knew exactly what he was talking about. Well, Al Snow, at this point, this is what you get for teaching me head at such a young age. That sounds dodgy to say out loud. But he's getting a diamond cutter. That's going to knock him the F out. He is out like a light. That's going to be an easy 3 count. Errol, count to 10. He's out. And that's it. There's no other storyline to that. So let's head into our match for this week. And that's that. There's no follow-up. But let's get into our match for this week. We have a TLC triple threat match against Edge and Eddie Guerrero. So this is a triple threat TLC match with Eddie Guerrero and Edge. This is our first time seeing Edge. We have not faced him at all in this game as of yet. But we have had a match, potentially 2, with Eddie Guerrero, as we've done 3 double team moves to Edge. Poor guy. He's had enough. That's ultimately fair enough. I'm actually trying to get Edge against that table in the corner because I want to see what happens if I do a grab maneuver and it puts Edge through the table. That's a holy shit moment if I've ever seen one. Although I don't know how to target Eddie, and he's the one with the chair, and he's wailing on me with that chair as well. Is this one of those TLC matches that has like a thing above the ring, or is this pinfall? I assume since Errol is in the ring, it's probably pinfall, but you never know with these games. They have weird rules. Oh, we got Edge on the table here. Let's see if we can do a move. We're going to do a suplex. That's going to take Edge through the table onto the barricade. That looks sick as hell as well. Oh, man, knocking me right on the barrier there with that chair shot. This is the battle of the chairs, I guess. Tried to do a cool diving move, but it wasn't enough. That put Eddie through the table. I almost said chair. You know, I understand why Michael Cole makes that botch all the time. It's very easy to get a chair and a table mixed up when you're talking live and you're trying to focus on 3 things at once. Edge was propped up against the ladder, and I was hoping to get a really cool move there. I'm going to try again and see if we can get a cool, some kind of move off that ladder. This is, after all, a TLC match. We've had quite a few table bumps, but we've not had a single ladder bump. But Eddie is going to be the first victim of a ladder bump there. You're going to get deja vu, Edge, because I'm going to put Edge through that corner table. No, I lied. I'm going to do it again against Edge. This is deja vu. Edge through the table. That was insane. I don't know if you can reverse weapon strikes, to be honest. I've not had much luck so far. Can you pin someone outside of the ring? This is my age-old question. No, you can't. So you have to win this match inside of the ring, which is totally fine. That just means, oh, Eddie's going to put me through this fucking table. Oh, no, he's not. It just means that whoever is going to be in the ring in about 5 seconds time, they're going to get nailed with a diamond cutter, and that's going to be the end of that match, or this match anyway. Oh, I went for a diamond cutter and accidentally went for the powerbomb finisher, which is still fine. It just takes a little bit more time, which means I'm probably gonna have to. Oh, you cheeky bastard. Uh-oh. 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 What? What? Edge didn't deserve that win. He stole it from, of course, in typical gaming fashion. It's okay when I do it, but it's not okay when the AI does it. Edge stole that pin from me, and we all know it. This is the end of October, and that means it's now time for WWE No Mercy. Let's see if we are defending our undisputed title at any point during this show or not. Backstage, we have ran into Jazz, and what does Jazz have to say? Apparently nothing but dots, and even more dots, and even more dots. Finally, more dots. I had a question about Trish. Trish? She's a loser. She can't fight and she talks too much, and I can't stand her. Don't you think so? Yeah, sure. So you know what I'm talking about. Well, bye. Alright. I'm gonna run to Trish next week and she's gonna be like, you talk shit to me? Talk shit about me to Jazz? What the fuck? What the fuck? Why am I in a match here? Why am I in a match with Jazz and Benoit? Well, talking shit about Trish apparently put me into a match with Chris Benoit here, and Jazz is in our corner. Perhaps she could be our new manager if we play our cards right. I am looking for a manager because I'm now, you know, undisputed champion, which means that everyone wants to fight me, and I'm guessing this is like a dark match before the pay-per-view, right? Because this is the No Mercy venue, and everyone's getting to see me kick the teeth out of Benoit. I think I'm going to try going for my Batista bomb, and that should perhaps take Benoit out of the game at this point. I'm going to go for a quick pin and see if that is going to be enough to take Benoit down. It isn't. It's a close 2 count, but it's okay. We can still lay on even more offense. That's fine. There's definitely no kicking out of the diamond cutter. Of course, it is the best cutter of all time. That is going to take out Benoit and his last remaining teeth. And there's no follow-up to that. We just beat Benoit, and maybe we'll see Jazz next week. But for the meantime, we do have a match coming up. This is the Hardcore Championship. We just saw Benoit lose, but he's in a fatal 4-way for the Hardcore title. And the winner was Benoit. He did get his win back, and he's now the Hardcore Champion. And that leads us into our match, which is a ladder match for the Undisputed Championship against Rikishi, the Tribal Cheeks. So I haven't done a ladder match in this game yet, but I'm going to assume it's still early days for ladder matches, so I can probably win this very quickly. I don't know what the controls are though. So we're going to have to try and figure out, 1, where is a ladder? There it is. And 2, how do we climb it and grab the belt? Is it literally just a case of climbing and grabbing? Right, Rikishi, can you like leave the ring while I figure this out, man? Yeah, get out of the ring while I figure this out. I meant to grab it and accidentally knocked it over, but that's okay. Oh, he knocked the ladder over while I was on it, which then knocked me over, and that's not very nice. Is this the game where you have to like hold on to the hanging thing for like a long time? I think it is actually. Unfortunately, I can't seem to grab it. Oh, come on. I literally went through it. How is that at all fair? If you grab Rikishi while he's lying on the ladder, you would do an amazing power slam attack, which I really love. But he's going to prove to be very awkward here, and he's just not going to work with me. But this is perfect positioning for the belt, and we're holding on for dear life. But I think Rikishi's going to grab me, which means that it's going to do a lot of damage when I fall, which unfortunately was the case. Oh, Rikishi is laid out. Let's see if we can jump, grab the belt while Rikishi's still down. If we can pull this belt down, and we've done so. We have defended our undisputed WWE Championship in a ladder match against Rikishi. There wasn't a lot of talking there because not a lot happened, but regardless, we've still retained our undisputed title, which means that we're going into November still your undisputed champion, representing SmackDown no less. McMahon and Flair have come face to face at the end of this pay-per-view. Get the hell out of here. You're not even supposed to be on my show. I'm 50% owner of the WWE, and I let you stay in this industry. The people let me stay in this industry, not you. They're arguing in the middle of the ring. The 2 giant egos are colliding. How, like, what does this culminate in? What does this end in? It's, oh my god, it is Linda McMahon with the run-in. Rick and Vince, you have both completely lost your minds and you're forgetting about what's important. The people here don't want to see this happen. As the CEO of WWE, I request you to resolve this problem, and I want it resolved by the next pay-per-view. And since I am the CEO, I will decide the matches. You two have a singles match, and there will be an elimination match for both teams. The winner will own both Raw and SmackDown. That is insane. Linda calling the shots. This is going to be a battle for ultimate supremacy. We can't avoid chaos here. Who's going to have control over the entire WWE? And if you want to know the results for the full card, Benoit won the Hardcore Championship. We defended our Undisputed Championship, and Kurt Angle won the Intercontinental Championship off the Undertaker. So the Undertaker continuing to lose. Dude, I love where this is going. Survivor Series is bound to be a huge, chaotic event. At the end of it all, we're going to decide who is the true owner of WWE as Raw vs. SmackDown culminates in this massive match, and I presume we're also going to see Ric Flair versus Vince McMahon as well. So if you do want to see that, please consider liking and subscribing and commenting on the video. I mean, this has been an insane series, and I love playing SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. The season was really ramped up in the last couple weeks, and I really enjoyed playing it for you. So if you have enjoyed the video, and I assume you have if you made it to the end, just let me know with a comment down below. It helps and boosts the video and help engagement and all that. But that's going to be us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.